we were left off on a really shocking area with like Asta getting pushed into getting a new form, well, getting a further progression of his older form. And now my guess is somewhere around like 70%. But now he's in a rage form. We've been waiting for this. It's one of those things that you expect in these shonen series, but it's also one of those things that even if you say it's a trope, it's one of those very beloved ones. And I think everybody was pretty hyped to see Asta in this. Nobody's like, oh, can't believe he's upset. It's like, no, we've been waiting for this. We want to see him pop off and get crazy. So the next one I think will really determine as well Dante's influence, because this is Asta in a very push state. This is Asta obviously enough that his body is having trouble keeping it. Like he's like drooling at the mouth. He's frothing because he's just getting all feral, animalistic, demonic like, and he's going after Dante. He's upset. He's enraged. We've never seen Asta this level of rage mode, and it's going to be really sick to see just in terms of display in general. I just noticed Asta's weird arm in this edit, but I don't mind it. It's just a prediction one, so it doesn't look very nice. Anyway, with that all kind of going down, Dante as a character, I really think that all the Dark Triad are really just kind of really flex presence heavy in their first displays, just to kind of like get you understanding of the big game that is going to be in this whole arc and this war, and then probably get some more like dark disciples of value. I really want some dark disciples of value that will like be the opponents up until the Dark Triad are the only ones left, and then you know a big sweeping conclusion to like this whole war. But until then, Dante I think really needs to set himself the most, because he seems to be their leader and he seems to be the strongest out of them. So I think we can all assume that he's gonna really have like a big moment in the next one. My guess he's gonna show like his demon version of his magic and really have to take Asta seriously, and then Yami will have to like show up and step in to really kind of prevent Asta from either getting taken or killed or like anything permanent, like acting on day, like, well, not permanent, very long lasting, and like a heavy a heavy alteration rather to the Black Bull, something that is gonna make it difficult for them to have to recover, whether it be like Vanessa or Asta kidnapped or Yami. Something's like, we now have to fix this. We have to fix this now. We have to get this all kind of sorted. We got to go rescue him and stuff. That kind of like, you know, I think inevitable in this arc. I feel like if it's a war and somebody isn't taken hostage at some point, it's very strange. But as it were, Yami showing up, really need to see Dante just flex and take it seriously. It'll really add to like a level of like an extra level of threat presence. And I know there's probably some people that always get you know, aren't as happiest when I compare it with something else, but like in Fairy Tail, easy one for me, obvious reasons for my channel. Like when Natsu went into his lightning flame dragon mode back on Sirius Island, it was like, oh crazy, this power up form is big heavy set thing that we're gonna, you know, see go up against the main bad guy. And you know, there's always the times where the main character gets a power up and then, you know, they end up stomping them, whether it's like some big arc end or it's like setting something up for later. There are like times when they get it and then they beat their opponent. I mean, you can obviously look at something like Asta when he first got his black form, but when you have a villain kind of just take that and shrug it off, it's gonna be way bigger, because you can imagine like you know, you saw like something like, oh, not to get that power up, he's gonna defeat Hades, and then Hades just takes it and he's like, well, I haven't been hit like that in a couple decades, and then just proceeds to be even more powerful. That with Dante I think will make it even cooler. If even after the build up Asta is not able to really do anything to him, I imagine it'd be like in the anime, if you were to watch the scene in the anime, and I'm hoping they do this now that I think about it, it'll be like the theme song moment. Oh, the theme song's playing, like, remember when Ichigo did it back during the Soul Society arc, and then right when Aizen stopped his blade, his theme music stopped. I want that, something like that, to be what occurs when it happens in the Black Clover anime. I think that'd be really sick. Like, Asta's getting all rage mode, getting really boosted up. He's got like a black divider. It's gigantic, but it's like very weird and jagged. It doesn't look kind of that clean, just elongated blade version that we've seen it. Some like weird demonic savagery kind of design where it's all warped and distorted. And then he brings it in, and then Dante just is like, okay, I gotta get serious. and then drops like a little, like a mini black hole or something, and then sucks all his anti-magic up. It'd be kind of hard to do it, but I guess you might be able to get away with it because devil stuff. But sucks all that up, or maybe like similar to how he did with Vanessa's magic. Maybe like he uses gravity like to disperse the energy off Asta's body, and then you just see the anti-magic in the shape of the anti-magic devil for a moment, and maybe like, oh, actually I'm talking for a brief period of time, but then fading out, and then Asta, you know, getting defeated, and then Yami steps in, Yami shows up, something like that, where it would really just kind of flex Dante's level while still carrying out this like really cool rage power up. And then I still think Yami's gonna have to show up. Yami, please show up, come help. Anyway, other than that, comment below, tell me your thoughts about this theory and what's coming up in the next chapter. A little longer. I wanted this to be like around 3 to 4 minutes, around 6 minutes now, but whatever. Yeah, tell me your thoughts about this next upcoming chapter, how Asta is going to probably be presented in your mind, how you see it all really going down, and what you think Dante's going to have to do in response to it. But other than that, like I said, comment below. Really appreciate your thumbs up the video, but friend the like button, subscribe button, and check out my other videos. But that, I appreciate everybody's already subscribed, and thank you all for listening. Bye.